What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Dazzaoutdoors. In this video, we've got a bit of a different one that I usually upload. We've got a Yamaha Timberwolf here, and so for this project, I'm going to be cleaning it all up because I originally, when I bought it, it was a non-runner. It was rusty. It was pretty rank, full of mud. Plastics were faded. So pretty much in this, I'm going to be painting it up, painting the bar work. I repainted the plastics already. I've got the bar work here taken off. As you'll see in the video, me taking off, painting it and all that sort of stuff. And I'm gonna paint the actual bike, the springs, all that sort of stuff. I bought it really cheap. It was not running. What did I do to it? I tested a bunch of things. I tested the spark, had spark. It ended up being a fuse that was in the battery fuse, which most of you guys will know what it is. So ended up replacing that, and then she's fired up, deeper in the engine. But for now, guys, hope you guys do enjoy the video. And if you guys got any questions, leave a comment down below. And yeah, let's get cracking into it. So yeah, as you can see here, this is when I first put it into the shed. As you can see, this is what it looked like. It was pretty rusty, and it was just caked with mud because it obviously had been sitting there for a fair while in the condition it's in. And so I just started pulling away the carby. I cleaned out the carby. I think this is me fitting it back on. Dumped some new fuel into it. And I went through the whole system of checking the spark plug, all that sort of stuff. And I just hooked up the battery. I wanted to test if that was a problem, if it was a dirty carby or if it was another problem. So the carby clean didn't work. Now I'm going to have to try and figure something else out. We'll diagnose it further. So we can check the fuse on the battery. Is something we might do now. We'll see if that makes a difference. Maybe it's the fuse. Could be the poor connection from these two because they don't actually have the screws in them. There we go. It was a fuse, battery fuse. So we cleaned out the carby. We tested the spark plug. And next up, I replaced the fuse in here. I'll just show you guys what to look out for with these fuses. So this was the spare one here. So this one is the one I had in it. You won't really be able to tell, but it's intact, but it's just slightly bent a little bit. This one's obviously twisted to shit house. This was a spare one. But even if they're not broken, maybe they're a bit twisted or they look a bit, you know, how you going? Always replace that before you start messing around with the wiring or anything else internally. We just heard it fire up. I replaced the fuse with one of the different fuses from another bike I got here. And she started up. So let's try that again. Turn that off. Obviously it hasn't been ridden in a very long time. It's been sitting for a very long time. Sounds to me it's revving way too high idle. So on the carby, this here will unscrew a bit. If you get a bike like this started and it's been sitting for ages, just always check your carby settings. Obviously a lot of carbies will need tuning, but if you start it and it's revving its ring out like that was, this little here will adjust that. If it's working correctly, you should just be able to unscrew it like this. You can see the spring coming out. So you can do it while it's running, which I'll try and do that now for you guys. Turn it back on. And you can obviously hear the difference already in the previous one, it was revving its ring out. Now this one sounds a lot better. But what you can even do again is just do it while it's running. to get that perfect idling. So obviously it's going to take a little bit to play around with to tune your bike properly. But that's how it should sound. It should sound a lot better than what it was when it was starting. So yeah. So this is the air filter. It's just got 4 screws here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take the seat off, obviously. Underneath the seat, you've got the air filter. Take that off. Take the air filter out. Slap a new one in. It's that simple. So that's your dipstick, obviously. Oh, I'll take that out. There obviously will be a pretty old oil in there. So I'll drain that. This is the oil filter down here. I think it's I believe it's a size 5 Allen key, the new one. It's recommended to replace the oil filter every time you replace the oil. And yeah, so any of the bad stuff caught in the oil filter will be gone. You guys can see that there. Try and point to it. And right here is a screw to do the oil change. The extendo out, and we'll just finish it off, I think, using this. So there we go. Obviously make sure you got something to push the oil in. One. 2, and oh, there's a bit of oil coming out there. I should have prepared for that. Whoopsie. That's alright. Just the oil filter there. So we'll see. In need of a change, so we'll just sit that in there to drip oil, and we'll get the new one out and we'll slot that one in. Put some oil in, run it, and then retest, so you make sure you get the accurate reading on there, the 2 lines there. And then I'll take off that front bumper, or that front bull bar, and the front carry bar, and then I've already got the back carry bar over there already taken off. So yeah, I'll just clean it all up. And then I might even take off the plastics here, clean that out. So there we have it, the back plastic all painted up. It's pretty shiny, but I like it. It really stands out compared to the old, like the faded green that it had on it. Hopefully it's... So it's a good wrap up for today. Front bar painted, the plastics are all painted, that front bar too, and the bash plate. So this is the back bar here. I just finished painting that up, did the first coat. Got the front bar there. I got the bash plate, and that. I've actually done some work since I've previously showed you guys. I started painting this metal here. Shocks, I gave them a bit of a touch up. Now we got these here. This is all painted here. A bit up there. I'm gonna go over all that anyway. And then, all right guys, so I've started assembling back the Timberwolf. I just slapped the plastics on. Sort of. That's not the right seat. That's just for show. So the real one's in the shed, but it's a bit. How you going? So anyway, I'm loving how it's turning out right now. I've got the bash plate and that front bar back on. Next step after I do all this and reassemble it, I'll take the wheels off, paint the rims. I'm not sure if I want to go black or silver. I reckon I'll go with the black rims. But yeah, loving it. I reckon so far she's looking pretty sick. Alrighty guys, so we have finished assembling the bike back together. We've got the front bar back on, the front carrier bar, the rear bar, plastics all together, bash plate. We've got all the bells and whistles on the handle back on. I think the only thing is, I think that's it actually. Yeah, that's it. So that's obviously the set that came with it. It's seen better days, but it sort of matches with the color. I don't know why, but you know, it obviously needs to be replaced. But I'm gonna go for a bit of a ride with it, and then I'm gonna take the wheels off, and then we'll do the rims, and then should pretty much nearly be done. I'm stoked how this turned out. This looks absolutely killer. This looks awesome. I didn't expect it to turn out so good, I guess. Just with the silver paint I actually got from auction like 2 years ago, so I didn't figure. Never thought I'd use it, but obviously from how it was before to how it looks now, it's pretty crazy what a bit of paint can do. And it's also good paint for the bike, you know. It's to prevent rust and all that sort of stuff. So, well, it's meant to anyway. But I'm loving it. So I'll take it for a spin, and then we'll get the wheels off, paint the rims, and slap them back on, and she's a goer. So I was actually really impressed with that. That literally took me about a minute to do. Good spread. It's got like good spreadage on it. It's fast drying, thermal stability, resistant to high temperatures of 690 degrees. And honestly, if I'm ever going to do like a repaint like I have in this video, I'm definitely going to invest in a spray gun, just because that, like, the difference using a brush, like you will see like difference in using a brush to a spray gun. You get these streaks. I mean, I kind of like it, but you do get those streaks where you don't really, with a spray gun, all you get is like, you know, blobs or something like that because you put too much paint through. But super happy with this, guys. I left the carby, obviously didn't want to spray the carby, but blacked out engine, and there we have it, guys. I just finished. I freehand spray painted those. Was going to paint it, but I just thought, you know, I had a fair bit left in that can. I expected to take more on the engine, but it didn't. So I just freehand sprayed them. I mean, it does. super stoked about that, guys. Hope you guys enjoy this video. This is a Yamaha Timberwolf 250cc repainted or done up. You know, from what it was to this. So, but yeah, and it wasn't that expensive. Like this silver paint I got from an auction like ages ago for cheap. The black paint was like maybe like $30–40 from Bunnings, but it is rust guard paint, you know, it is expensive. And the MTN spray was like $26 from Super Cheap. So what's that there? Like, say $80 in paint. And we've completely transformed the bike. So a little bit of effort, a little bit of time, you'll make anything work. So next, anyways, I really need to rearrange this room because I want like one spot is my workbench and then the rest of the bikes are somewhere else, maybe over there in storage or something, and I pull them in one at a time, and then that way it's a cleaner space so the videos don't look so congested and whatnot. So, but this is just the beginning anyway, Dazzaoutdoors, so, you know, feel free to click that subscribe button and like if you guys enjoy the video. This is the first time I've ever painted a bike or anything like that, and yeah, I'm super stoked of how it turned out. So again, thanks for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. Until next time.